Good morning students, welcome to our today's online session. Hope all are fine. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter from our first flight. The chapter is Glimpses of India. In the chapter it has three parts. Today we are going to discuss the first part, Bakers from Goa. So what is special about our state? Kerala, the God's own country. Everything is special, isn't it? The climate is special, the cuisine is special, the sceneries are special, everything special. So just like our state Kerala, Goa has also some specialties. Some of these specialties, the tourism in Goa and the climate, it is almost similar to Kerala. So apart from that, there are certain other things which makes Goa special, like its cuisine and all. So in this chapter we are going to discuss something which is special about Goa alone. So now look at your textbook. It's a very simple small chapter. We will discuss the whole paragraphs. Okay, one by one. So now take your textbook and a pencil.
The lesson A Baker from Goa is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker who still has an important place in his society. And the chapter begins with the author remembering his olden days in Goa when the village baker occupied an important place in their life. And the author is telling that with the passage of time, people do not eat so much bread, yet the village bakers are still there in Goa. In the first paragraph, he says that the Portuguese were famous for preparing the loaves of bread. They means Portuguese. They left Goa long ago. But the traditional work of the bakers can still be seen in Goa. The furnaces in which the bread was baked still exist there. They are telling in this passage, the writer is telling that the old furnace has not yet been extinguished. That means you will be able to see these old furnaces still in Goa. The sound of the traditional baker's bamboo can still be heard. Someone in the baker's family still carries on the business and the tradition. These bakers are known as padder in Goa even today. Even such bakers are called padders in Goa. This is what is covered in the first paragraph of that chapter, of that extract. In the second paragraph, the author recalls that a baker used to visit the village twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. He used to be the others, not only the others, every children's friend and guide. He used to carry a bamboo stick. The jingling sound of the stick used to wake up the other and others from sleep. That means early morning. In the early morning, the baker used to visit each and every house with the sweets. The servants from different houses bought loaves of bread, but the other ran to the baker to buy bread bangles. In the next paragraph, the author is talking about the baker's entry. So he is telling that the baker's bamboo stick was a special one. It has some speciality. He made the sound jing jang by banging his bamboo on the ground. So he is talking about the baker and his bamboo, and when he enters, his bamboo makes a sound jing jang. He enters by making the sound jing jang with his bamboo. With one hand, the baker supports the basket of bread on his head, and with the other, he struck the ground with the bamboo. Whenever someone came to buy bread, he placed the basket on the bamboo. The other and others looked into this basket. In those times, it was a fashion to eat bread with hot tea. The other was so fond of bread that he would not even brush his teeth before eating it. In the same paragraph, the author is telling that loaves of breads were bought for the elders, and for these children it is this bangles of breads. And he is telling, why should we brush our teeth? The tigers, even the tigers are not brushing, cleaning up their teeth. So why should we? So it ends in such a comic note. That paragraph ends with such a comic note that why should we brush our teeth? So in the early morning, he used to have this bagels of bread even without brushing his teeth. In the next paragraph, he is again talking about the importance of baker on certain occasions. So the village baker was especially important for all occasions, he is telling. The villagers were much fond of the sweet bread known as bhol. So in this paragraph, he is talking about a sweet named bhol. And marriage gifts were meaningless without these sweetbreads. Sandwich, cakes, and bowling house were must for Christmas as well as for other festivals. These were made with the bread. Thus, the presence of baker's furnace was very essential in each village. On all occasions, the villagers needed one or another type of cake which could be baked in the furnace. So, the role of a baker was a very special in the life of these Goans. For each and every occasion, they had special sweets. Okay. In the next paragraph, he is talking about the dress that this bakers wears. So he is telling that the baker or the bread seller wore a special peculiar dress. It was known as a kabai, K-A-B-A-I, kabai. It was a single piece long frock. It reached down to his knees. During the narrator's childhood, bakers wore trousers which are shorter than full length and longer than half pant. So trousers shorter than full length, longer than half pants, just like the Bermudas that you used to wear nowadays. Even today, if someone wears a half pant, he is said to be dressed like a baker. So in this paragraph, he is talking about kabai, a particular dress wore by these bakers on those days. So even now, if people saw anyone wearing this long pant, half pant, they are compared to a baker. In the last paragraph, again he is talking about the physical structure of a baker. The baker usually collects his bill at the end of the month. In the household, the baker's monthly account used to be recorded on some walls in pencil. So in those days, baking was a profitable business, and the bakers used to be well off. So the family never starved. They had enough food to eat, and they were physically plum looking bodies. They had plum looking bodies. Okay. The extract ends with this note: even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. So even in this present day, if anyone has a pleasantly fat body, these people are compared to a baker. So such was the physical appearance of bakers of Goa in olden days, because their business was profitable enough, they had enough food to eat, so maybe they had a plum body. So this is the extract, a baker from Goa, in which a baker's important, how a culture of a place is developed as an outcome of traditional followed by the people, or the conventions they adhere to, or the religion they follow to, or their ethic or morals and philosophy of life that guides them. So how the culture of bakers developed in Goa is explained in this chapter, right from the first paragraph to the last paragraph. So in each paragraph, the author is talking something about the presence of baker in their daily life, how he comes twice in the day, morning and evening, how these children are so eager to see him, and how they wanted to have this bangles of bread, and about their presence in all the occasions, the presence of such a furnaces even in Goa nowadays, and about their dress, and how fat people are compared to olden days bakers even in the present days. Okay, so this is how our extract goes. Now read the text, a very small extract. Read the text today itself, download the notes and attend the test today itself. Thank you. Have a great day.